Ladies and gentlemen, Direct Sale Nation presents Chantel Schultz. Get the latest information on direct sale companies, products, business building strategies, and opportunities. We support the guys and gals next door because we are the guys and gals next door. Join us at directsalenation.com to find and list a business and sign up for our newsletter. And now your host, Chantel Schultz.
Okay, we're back for day 2 with Stacy Lynn Ellis. She is the CEO and founder of Spurilla. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thank you for coming back. Well, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and give a brief description of the products that Spurilla offers?
You bet. Stacy Lynn, CEO and founder of Spurilla, like you had mentioned. And I started this business just out of being tired of the corporate world and wanted an opportunity that I could provide to provide to other women. And I think, a phenomenal product line. I think that Spurilla offers a phenomenal product line. We have sterling silver jewelry that's primarily made in the USA with a little bit of import jewelry mixed into that. But we're probably about 98% USA made.
Excellent. Well, a lot of direct sale companies talk about your why or your reason for succeeding in direct sales. Can you talk a little bit about your why?
Oh my goodness. I would have to say that determination is probably my why. I am determined to succeed and to provide. I don't feel like keeping anything a secret to myself. If I have found something great, I want to share it. And the best way to do that is through the direct sale community.
I completely agree. So can you tell us about the business opportunity that Spurilla offers and how you can get involved?
Sure can. I tell you, to get involved with Spurilla, you can reach us through our website, which is www.spurilla.com. And you can contact us that way. You can also call us, and I have never called us, to be honest. So I would have to actually, we have 866-216-2817 is our 800 number. So I apologize, I've never called me before. But but you can call our 800 number to reach us as well. The direct sell or the business opportunity with Spurilla is what I feel is a very unique one. We are very new in this industry, and to get in on the ground level of a business like this is a great opportunity. And with a product line and I guess the product line and nostalgia of this type of jewelry is exciting. We are a buzz. People are talking, and so it provides an opportunity for these gals to get out and to start making their own financial freedom, their own definition of themselves, and to start creating goals that they can accomplish and really to accomplish their dreams. So I think that this is a great opportunity and would welcome anybody who's considering either leaving a position or just wanting time with their kids or wanting to just make some extra cash on the side to get involved in Spurilla or any direct sell business.
Yes, I completely agree with that. I was talking to someone the other day who was talking about they got into it to supplement their retirement because they were afraid that they weren't going to be able to sustain their lifestyle when, they left their profession. And so direct sales has definitely helped them to accomplish, the financial freedom that they're setting out to. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Can you talk a little bit about what all it takes to get started or the training that happens and maybe like the kit that you might get whenever you sign up, the business materials that they might need or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. To get started with Spurilla, there is a certification fee that our girls pay. We keep it low. We also like, because we don't want somebody to make a huge investment into their business, but we know that there is an investment that has to be made in order to, one, keep you engaged, or to keep our stylists engaged. Nothing comes for free. And when it does, then we don't appreciate it, and we don't work it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So with that, we do have a small certification fee, but we also have three primary kit options that we provide. And we did that because we wanted to keep it fairly low cost for our stylists to get involved with the business, and yet still have a product line to go out and show at their trunk shows. So with the initial product line, initial kit, you get about 8 to 10 pieces, and the kits just grow in accordance to that. I think our highest kit is 900. The middle kit line is little over 500. And then the first line kit is about 250. So with that, we also have created the opportunity for women to create their own kits, and to pick and choose within the catalog what they would probably like to have to show for themselves. And I think after that, and we also provide a little bit of business system to go with it. So we are growing again. So we haven't gotten our replicated website yet. So that's to come. So when I say that, it's kind of exciting opportunity with us, because everything we do from day to day is new. It's a new experience, and the women who join with our company get to be a part of that. They get to be like our foundation, our founders. And I look forward to the day when we have our annual convention, and these women are sitting with the girls who just come on, and they're like, oh, I wish we did this, or I wish we did that. And I can hear the conversation, looking at them saying, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You know what we used to do? I mean, I can, they're going to be the veterans of the company, which is exciting. But they also help us to keep our ear on the ground in the field, and to know what's going on, what we need to do, and if we need to make things more affordable, or if things are going really well. Based on our growth right now, I think that it's my feeling that we're doing very, very well with what we have as far as our price point.
Excellent. Well, it sounds like y'all have a lot of wonderful things in the works, and I'm excited to find out what all keeps happening. I mean, October, that was just a couple months ago.
I know, right? I know.
That is very exciting. And then also to be a part of something where, I mean, it sounds like y'all really are a family, and y'all really do, like what your consultants say matters. Or your stylist,
Absolutely.
which is great. You don't just join in as a number and like you'll never meet the CEO. You join in and you're like really welcomed in. And so, what do you think about this?
Yeah,
that's always nice. So, is this business opportunity available only in the United States?
At this time, it is. We are hoping to expand into Canada and Europe within 2 to 3 years is the goal.
Wow, exciting. Oh,
yeah.
I can't wait to hear about it. So, okay, let's switch gears a little bit from the business opportunity, and let's talk about the experience of actually building a business. So what would you say has been your biggest hurdle in growing your business, and how have you overcome it?
Oh, goodness. I think that learning how to get out there and really take advantage of all of my tools. And this is taking my CEO hat off and saying, okay, I have to do this myself in order to be able to prove a plan to somebody else. So what I did is, prior to launching my business, I made sure that this was a proven plan that would work, and did training on my own, which we will be offering and do offer to our stylists. Matter of fact, we're doing an orientation for our stylists on Tuesday. But we like to keep up, on our training, and taking advantage of the training, and the calls that are available are a big deal. and reading material that is provided, and making sure that I listen to what opportunities are available to me to get the business name out there. I think just at first getting the business name out and finding the right places to be. And since we are a new company, people don't know who we are. I mean, when you look at companies like the Sensi's and Tupperware, people know those companies. They're household names. And whereas Spurilla are like, what's that? To get them to understand that we are a good company and that we are we stand behind our product. It takes some work, and I think that's part of. I'm just as on the ground level as the stylist, and so I've been there, I've done that, I've proven it, and now I need to pass that on and make sure that they know how to do it as well. And believe me, there's still challenges. It doesn't stop once you've come to this level. It's making sure that we maintain and educate and keep a close-knit group. And that is why our group is what it is. That is why, I encourage the team. They talk. I encourage the social networking. I equate it to they laugh because I have all these little anomalies that I bring out. I'm like, okay, it's like a weight loss program, that you get on line and you talk to all these people, but it's the same type concept. It's a support group, and they are, they are your peers. We have a stylist. We have actually 3 or 4 that are really blowing us out of the water right now. I mean, we have one who has crested over $11,000 in sales. And she hadn't started with the company until middle November. So if that gives you an idea, I mean, the possibilities are endless, but that girl takes advantage of every single tool and opportunity that she has been given through the company. She's on every call. She reads her material. She asks questions, and she doesn't stop. And I am incredibly proud of her because she's now setting an example that is repeatable by her level ones. So
I was just about to say, she is setting a great example. And then you said the same thing. That is awesome. Good for her. And good for the company. That's great. Well, can you tell us about a time that you stepped out of your comfort zone to grow your business, and how did that turn out?
How about starting it?
Taking the plunge.
Right.
There we go.
Wow.
Geronimo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that if it wasn't that I was going to start it, I knew I was going to have to do something, or I wanted to do something. But ultimately, what it ended up being is this was something within inside me that I knew I wanted to provide out there. And I think this is the first time I'm going to get through this without tears, believe it or not, which I'm pretty proud of myself. So I'm going to have everybody watch this podcast. Awesome. Because I get a little sentimental and emotional. But I think that, for you or for I, as a stay-at-home mom, when you decide, if you're not a stay-at-home mom and you decide that, look, I need to do something different. This isn't working for me. And going to work in something for yourself, whether it's starting your own business, which basically when you work in the direct sales business, whether it's you join another business who's already developed, or you start another business of your own because you're a great accountant and you're a great CPA and you're going to do it yourself, that's great. But just taking that plunge that you're going to do something on your own is very nerve-wracking. And I think that probably that I was a little fearful. Overcoming the fear was really easy for me because I had the determination and the support behind me that said, you're going to do this and you're not going to fail. And we're not going to let you, for one. And faith has played a big part in that as well, because if it wasn't for my faith, then I would not be able to, I wouldn't be able to do it. There's been a lot of sleepless nights working. And not because I couldn't sleep because I was worried about the bill the next day. It was because I wanted to make sure that I was working and I was working my hardest. And just that determination has brought me through. And I hope that someday, even more so, it'll pay off because I'll be able to see the success on somebody else that I've helped or that the business has helped in creating, their success. So.
Yes. Well, stepping out on a limb is always scary, and putting yourself out there, like, what if this happens or what if that happens? But
right.
I'm totally with you. You just got to take the step. I mean, like, really, what's the worst that can happen? As long as you don't go bankrupt.
Right. Exactly.
So, but I mean, it's just every experience that you ever go through is such a growing experience. And even if something doesn't work out the exact way that you expected it to, one door might close, but like there might be 3 others that you didn't expect to open up.
Exactly. You're 100% right. And the thing of it is networking is huge. Mm-hmm. And when you sit and really think about, even, like yourself, myself, now stay-at-home mom, CEO, I take advantage of every connection I have. When somebody says I'm very busy, I'm going to be traveling all summer. And I'm like, fantastic. Make sure you take your business cards, because if you're sitting by the pool, I hope to heck that you are also handing out business cards and making sure that they know that you have this business, and they know that they can get something from you. Who knows? They may be in an area that we are not open. We do not have a consultant or a stylist yet. And this may be your opportunity to provide this business opportunity to them. So it's just every opportunity is every circumstance, I guess, is an opportunity to network with somebody else, and you can't make inferences that they don't need it or that they are not interested until you start talking about it.
Right. That is so true. You cannot prejudge someone because you never know what they're going through in their lives. And it might not even, I think a lot of people are like, oh, they don't need the money. But I don't think people always start a business for the money. Some of them start it so that they have a personal project going on and like a way for them to grow and to like build themselves and to prove themselves, either to other people or to themselves, that they can do stuff and be successful at it. So there's just so many reasons to join and to get involved with something like that. And
I agree.
Also, having all of your stylists actually wear your jewelry, it's like a walking billboard. So it's like, oh, I love that. I could hook you up.
Yes,
here's my card. Give me a call. So that's great. Okay. So what has been the craziest thing that you've done to grow your business as a consultant, or even, as a founder and CEO? Or was there ever a time that somebody recommended a certain strategy and you were like, I'm not doing that. That's not going to work. That's crazy. And then you did, and then it did work?
Oh, how funny. I'm going to have to give that some thought. I have been, I'm trying to think of what I don't think I've really stepped out, which is embarrassing to say, to be honest, because I kind of like those non-traditional ideas and thoughts of what can be done. And I haven't yet. I haven't done anything yet. And I don't know that my stylists have yet either. I know that we are really reaching for some phenomenal events like not the Country Music Awards, but CMA, things like that they're looking at. That is the Country Music Awards, but something. I've got a young lady in Tennessee who's actually looking about getting some recognition there. But that's it so far. I don't know.
Awesome. Okay. So what would you say have been the most effective strategies that you've used to build your business that work every single time?
Oh, wow. Facebook, honestly, our Facebook has been a great resource for us, and communication, constant communication, and being in touch. I think that it takes 7 impressions for somebody to recognize you and for it to be embedded here. And so we are very consistent on our Facebook, but yet we have our girls are out there posting. We have our Pinterest, and I think just being social media is huge. And I think, and here we are,
right. That's how we got in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I think that really that has been our biggest advocate. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of the other is our trade shows. We are really getting involved more in the trade show area because we're not known. It's important that we capture a lot of people in one location, and that's the best way to do that. And the more we do that, the more aware people are becoming of who we are. So I'd say that those are probably the best opportunities that we've had to gain and grow business.
I love trade shows. I like going and being a vendor at one, but I also love like actually going and shopping at one. We call them market days down here in Texas. And I get so excited. Like there's a huge one. It's called Goliad Market Days. And I mean, it's filled up they do it once a month, and it's so hard to get on the list because so many people are there. But a lot of times it's the same people over and over again because you can prepay for a year. And so I get so excited when there's someone new and like, oh, tell me about this, because you've already, met everybody else. So, I mean, market days and trade fairs, like that's just awesome. It's a great way to build your contact list as well.
Absolutely. I agree.
So overall, what would you say are the greatest benefits to being a part of Spurilla and the direct sale community in general?
Oh, wow. The compensation plan that Spurilla offers is very aggressive. And so with that, I think that because we are new, we are able to do some pretty exciting things. And we've had an opportunity to take advantage of some great business minds and professional minds in the direct sell industry. So they are guiding our business and making sure that we make the right decisions and to make sure that our stylists are very well compensated as well as our hostesses. But we put a really aggressive plan forward for our stylists. But in general, becoming a part of the direct sales industry, the opportunities are endless. If I was not the CEO and founder of this business and I was looking for a business to be a part of, or if I was looking to do something, I would go directly to the Direct Sales Association. They have some very strict a strict code of ethics that they ask that our businesses adhere to, and that really allows people to shop with you without question. To know that we've been checked out, and other businesses, direct sell businesses, have been checked out, and that community. Which I got introduced to in December when I went to my first Direct Sales Association meeting conference in Washington, D.C., was very humbling, astounding, meeting other founders of other businesses and what they had to say. And it is really neat to see that community. I think really that community actually was affirming to me as how I wanted our stylists to be in our business. And that would be the network and the support team, because they support Spurilla supports Zapata, we support Leah Sophia, and they support us. And that's really encouraging, because even though we're competitors, we're supporters of each other. And that's what the DSA is about, is making sure that we are helping each other out. With the compensation plan that SAS has, I encourage people, if this is something that you're even thinking about, to give us a call and to touch base with us at Spurilla, the Spurilla website, and check it out. And if it's something that you're interested in, this may be the opportunity, and it may be the time. And hopefully they're our next success story.
Awesome. Well, I like that you brought up that even direct sell companies that sell similar or offer similar products, we all still support each other because we're all in this together. Like we all
absolutely.
have the common thread of the direct sales. And I think sometimes people don't always view direct sales as a profession, but it really is. If you make it your business, your livelihood. I mean, there's some crazy statistic out there that like over 80% of women who make over 100 grand a year do it in direct sales. I mean, they are professional. You have to have integrity. And, the Direct Selling Association just makes sure that we do all have integrity, and that the companies themselves do. And it's good to know that. And, hopefully people can really start appreciating direct sell representatives as direct sell professionals.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. And if you take the time and you actually read the stories behind the founders in this business, not one of them had an easy start. This was not something where it's not where you might find one, I don't know, but I read a lot into Sensei's story. And I actually had the opportunity to visit very briefly with the founders, and they are amazing people, and the stories that they tell behind their business, and how it started, and the failures that they struggled, and that happens within all of us. Mm-hmm. It is a matter of determination and figuring out what it is that you want to do, and are you going to do it? We talk about the part-time person who wants to do it, but want doesn't help you. You need to go to work. You need to work it. It's not going to do it itself. But if you use the tools that are provided to you and you follow the guidelines that are set before you, you will succeed. And if you work it, they are professional women, and this is where the women are just eating up the industry right now. They are just, because it's a home-based business. Mm-hmm. We have the freedoms that we need to do what we need to do and yet be successful. And some of these women a lot of these women are the primary breadwinners in their home.
Yes. And maybe it didn't start out that way or expecting to be, but then once you really get on a roll, I mean, bam, you've got this wonderful business built, and it's a whole business. So that's something good to, that you brought up. And then also about the founders, I read Sensei's founders thing too.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And it is amazing what they've gone through. And I just feel like that is a big testament to how determined they are. And not just them, but like founders in general. Yeah. If they're willing to go through all the struggles and sacrifice to make a company work, I really just don't feel like they're going to just walk away or sell out or, let their company collapse or fold or anything. Like people have a personal investment. And if you decide to go with the direct sell model, it shows how important relationships are, I feel. Just because, you could always have chosen to go market your stuff in Walmart and then never get to know any of your customers. But this way, we all really have a stake in the product, and we all really, it's a warm market, I guess is what they call, rather than the cold market. Yeah. So I think that really speaks volumes, and it's really great to read the founder stories. So that was an excellent point. Well, what would you say to someone who is considering joining a direct sell company, but is holding back for some reason?
Oh, goodness. Do your homework. Pick the company that you feel is right for you. And again, you can find that at www.spurilla.com. No, all kidding aside. But I mean, definitely do the homework and find something that is your passion, because there is a company out there that speaks to your passion, and therefore you will succeed at it. Do some preparing before you make the jump. If you find a company that's out there that fits your need, fits your want, your passion, what you love, Put your who you know, and who your circle of influence is together, and be prepared to take that leap, and just do it, because it's not going to come to you. And as long as you're ready to make that jump, you just need to do it.
Oh yes, never look back.
Yeah,
Really
absolutely, right?
Yep. So, what is your favorite business book or resource that you would recommend out to other people involved in direct sales that would help them to grow their business, or, be more confident, or anything like that? Yes, I love that guy.
Yep, keep it close. So I'd say that I love Dave Ramsey. I think that he is just Entree Leadership is a great book. Dave Ramsey's a great author, and I did talk a little bit about the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I love that book as well. So I think that those are probably my favorite. And then I don't think The Secret, you can't watch it enough times. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about it as a family the other day, and well, it was the other day, and bringing it back out and watching it again, because just as a family DVD, we enjoy that DVD quite a bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I haven't read Dave Ramsey's Entree Leadership yet, but it's on my to-do list. But I'm a grad student, so I only read things that my professors assign at this point. And occasionally I get like a weekend where I can just like cram a bunch of books in, but for fun, which are usually business books because I find them interesting. But to go back to Dave Ramsey, we follow him a lot, my husband and I, on his, financial, or what is it, the Peace Financial Freedom thing. And Financial Peace University, that's what it is. Yeah. And so we love that guy. Like, he's so awesome. And like, the thing about it is like, just listening to him in general, and I sometimes listen to his podcast, he's so simplistic. It's like the points that he makes, you're like, duh, like I already knew that. How come? What? And it turns out that really, and not just with him, but like other, business books that like, do the job of encouraging you to get going and to start and to just put your foot out there. A lot of those are very simplistic. And it's just like, I think we sit back and we just like cloud our brain with all this what if, and oh my God, like self-doubt. And it's just really good to read authors that are like, what? No, just do it.
Yeah. Keep it simple, silly.
Exactly. Okay. So what's your favorite book for fun?
Oh my gosh. I unfortunately don't get a lot of free time to read for fun. But I will tell you this, that if I had the opportunity to read a book for fun, I think I'd rather read the success stories of the stylist with Spurilla page by page. And I think that would be probably the best and the funnest book I could ever read.
Awesome. All right. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to say about Spurilla, the business opportunity, advice to building a business, joining direct sales, anything at all before we wrap up?
Oh my goodness. I think that you have covered so much. I guess I think that any direct sales opportunity that you're passionate about is a good one. And I do believe that Spurilla is a great opportunity at this point in time, and it hopefully will be a great opportunity in the future. And so if somebody is interested, that they reach out to the Spurilla website and contact us, because we would love to engage in conversation with them about their passion. And so I think with that, I don't have much more to say.
Awesome. Well, would you like to take one more second to remind people where they can find more out about Spurilla?
Absolutely. www.spurilla.com, or they can reach out to our Facebook as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here the last 2 days. I have truly enjoyed our conversation and all of your insight and all of the knowledge that you bring to the table. Like, it was really exciting.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you asking me. This has been very good for me too.
Thanks for listening, and we look forward to meeting you at DirectSellNation.com, where we support the guys and gals next door. Be sure to tune in next time for more great information from Direct Sell Nation and Chantel Schultz. Please be aware that these interviews are conducted with independent representatives and are not official spokespersons for their respective companies. For more information about a specific company, please visit their website.